Sometimes you gotta close the door to open a window.
I saw a photo, you look joyous. My eyes are green, I eat my veggies. I need to get her out the picture.
Back 4 months ago, I was titled as one of the best bridges at the time, being placed at number 2 on all leaderboards, and being looked up to by previous bridges I had overtaken in skill. And now, you might have a few questions, like how did I get here, what motivated me, and why did I quit? Well, all these questions and more are going to be answered later on in this video. In late January of 2024, I stumbled across someone on my YouTube For You page. Rexpem. Rexpem's skill when it came to bridging was nuts, but even though that didn't get my attention, I still watched her videos countless times, just because of the music in the background. I was in love with it, but as I replayed the videos over and over again, I soon found myself falling in love with something else. Bridging. I eventually started to bridge day in and day out, soon taking the title of #1 AU. Now this wasn't much, as AU was a very small region, but it was still something that gave me hope and gave me something that motivated me to keep bridging. I started to get more involved and invited to bridging Discord servers. A server which had the biggest impact on me was the Bridgesphere. Here I met top bridges like Solitari, Chaostica, Rexpem, Ice, and Q-Shell. I ended up befriending all of them and learning from each and every one of them, slowly but surely learning more things behind the scenes. With all this growth and skill, it left me wanting more, so I grinded more than I had ever before. I was making new bridges, overtaking more people, and inventing new styles, all of this happening in just a couple months. I was being noticed on every server as, hey, you're the bridger guy, and by this point I wasn't the bridger guy, but I was officially a bridger guy, managing to climb all the way up to the top 3 slots of the leaderboard. And not only was my bridging getting better, but my content too. I was starting to gain traction with my new bridging form of content, with a video even hitting upwards of 10,000 views. I felt like the king, I was on top of it all. My confidence had never been higher. But all good things must come to an end. You see, imagine listening to your favorite song on repeat for every second of the day, every day, for 6 months straight. That's what my life had become. It was consumed by bridging. I started to focus less on my goals and more on bridging. Admittedly, I became good enough to claim the #2 spot, but little did I know this was as high as I was ever gonna get. I started to lose motivation for bridging, slowly doing it less and less without even knowing. I stopped being active in Discord servers, stopped being active on Minecraft servers, and stopped posting bridging content and switched to regular Hive videos. At this point, I had made a video announcing I quit bridging. However, it was on my second channel and it didn't cover why. It was just a simple montage. I stayed on the leaderboards, but as they updated the new system on the tier list, my spot slipped away. But when one door closes, another one has to open. So as my bridging slowed down, my content picked up, with my videos starting to get 4K views, 5K views, and even 8,000 views. My subs and passion for YouTube were higher than ever. I didn't want to stop. I couldn't stop. As I moved on from bridging, I started learning new things to do with my content, like editing, thumbnail creation, and more. So to sum up my story, I got bored. I got bored of something I once loved with a passion. So my advice to you is to never let go of what you love. If you love something, do it. And if you're falling out of love something, let it happen. But my only wish to you now is please don't spend hours on this game, or any other game. Go outside, enjoy life, focus on yourself, because this sounds stupid, but here I am writing this script, nearly in tears, wishing I could go back to the good old days when I didn't waste my life on my computer. And just remember that the next chapter of your life will always be more interesting than the last one.
I guess I'm just bound to get harder with you. I guess I don't get to decide, so I'ma leave it up to you, my dear. The decision's in your hand. It's nothing left for me to do, my dear. This isn't what I had planned. Baby, I don't wanna see us hit the ground. Oh, and baby, girl, I love you all around. So baby, won't you come and see?